We are exactly 1 mile away from a monument that is made out to all of the descendants, African-American descendants who fought in the Revolutionary War. So this is the entrance into Valley Forge Park over on Route 23 right outside of King of Prussia in the Philadelphia area. Man, it's one of the most beautiful places to come ride. I generally come out here to, number one, enjoy the ride. This time of year is great too because you're getting the fall foliage starting. Looks like some of it's already come and gone. But you get to see these historic places that have been preserved where the revolutionary troops were bunkered down. And I'm always aware of the fact that there were many African Americans who were part of George Washington's fighting contingent, and those who helped with the supplies. Can't have an army without supplies, including Richard Allen. Not up here at Valley Forge, of course. He was enslaved in Delaware, but he did haul salt as a way of raising extra money on the side to buy his own freedom and to support the war effort. He was born in 1760, and so he was a teenager during this time and ultimately bought his freedom. But today, the point is that we're here because this is the first stop on a tour of Underground Railroad sites in the Chester County area. Now, this area kind of straddles a couple of areas for Chester and I think Montgomery County. So I'm looking for the entrance to the site because I've never actually seen this. It was in Dr. Blockson's book on African American historical sites, and I got a feeling I just passed it. I think that thing that I just saw was there. This is, let me ride around a little bit so you get a chance to see some of this other cool stuff. I mean, you can just kind of see the visual. This is just gorgeous landscape, and if you ride motorcycles just like a nice ride, you got to check it out. This is the Memorial Chapel. Not sure when this was built. But I mean, there's tons and tons of history up here. If you like historical things, you'll love it. I don't know if you can see down below. Looks like an old historic structure there. So the officers normally had pretty good places to stay. There are also a number of the places where the regular troops, foot soldiers, had to live. May stop and check one out, but today I don't have a lot of time trying to hit these Underground Railroad sites. So again, I'm hoping that this is the spot right here. Let's see. Yep, perfect. Patriots of African descent. Absolutely just found it. Got to find a place that's safe to park because this is not it. Shout out to Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Work to put this together. There's some really good information here as well. Black Patriots of the American Revolution, one of the signs that sits out, has some really good detail, as well as another one of the signs. But you get a chance to really see just how beautiful it is up here and how massive it is. This is where the troops were stationed while Philadelphia was being occupied by the British. And in the number were, of course, black troops, because black soldiers have fought in every war that America has ever fought. Many of them fought to get their freedom. And I'll add as well, they fought on the American side, even though the British promised them immediate emancipation if they fought with them. But they had hope that someday this country would be everything that it lived up to be in the Declaration of Independence. And though it took a long time for that to come, and some would say it's still becoming, they took their risk on the U.S. So it's always strange to me to hear people say, go back to Africa. I mean, number one, it's kind of hard to do when all the routes, names, destinations, manifest logs, and all those things change people's names. So it's not like you can actually go back to a place, because most black people who were sent here as enslaved people could never trace themselves back with any certainty to a particular family or location. But secondly, the fact that anyone who says that, who doesn't understand the history of this country, that it is free, in large part because of the sacrifice and blood of blacks like Crispus Attucks and all of these unnamed soldiers who fought as well, is speaking out of ignorance. And so, no, there is no going back. We are here, as Richard Allen once said, that we are well satisfied to stay in this land where we have shed tears and blood that would later be picked up by James Weldon Johnson, put into the Black National Anthem. But in any event, I wanted to start the Underground Railroad tour Chester County here. This park actually straddles Montgomery and Chester counties. So I would assume, because the Norristown folk put the African American monument there, that we're probably on the Montgomery side. But I just thought this deserved an honorary mention as we delve deeper into places like Phoenixville today. And some of these I'm not going to be able to post all at once. So some I will post later, but I'm going to hit on today, regardless of when it comes out. Phoenixville, Lionville, Oxford, Kennett Square, Westchester, oh my God, a few other places as well. Known places where people operated on the Underground Railroad in Chester.